Have my coffee.
Hello, this is episode 35B of Hbomb and Friends. Joining me from DMGIs.com and a bunch of other related sites, Philip Wesley.
Woo! It's me. It's a me.
And, of course, also joining me, once again, Adam Advocate.
Huzzah!
Yeah. Beginning to look a lot like yesterday.
Sure does.
No problem. This is a good group. Okay, so after we parted ways yesterday, Sony happened.
And boy, did they happen.
Yeah, quite a bit.
So they opened with Destiny. Beta is coming July 17th, and Alpha is coming Thursday for PS4. And there's also going to be a white PS4 Destiny bundle coming September 9th.
Yeah, this is what
I
get
will
from
have to price it. I'm not a fan of that kind of game, but if that's not significantly more expensive than a standard system, I may go for it. So, get the white one.
Yeah. I was looking at that and I was like, Destiny looks like Halo.
Of course it looks like Halo. It's
Bungie!
Yeah, I know, and I'm like, I'm not really a Halo fan. My dad is, because he likes the fiction for it for some reason. I mean, he's the person who reads all the books. But myself, I do like that white PS4. The only thing I don't like is that it's like
A PS4.
it's like almost no, it's like $80 more than the normal PS4s or something.
It's gonna be that much more than
It's gonna be about they're not giving you the game at a discount. I wish it were a standalone, just white. Like, just put out the white one standalone. That's nice.
So in other words, it's going to cost like $550 up here in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll just stick with the black one then, and I am seriously, it's gonna be sooner rather than later. I will probably have a PS4 by the end of the summer.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be 550 something here in the United States. So it's probably gonna be like $599 US dollars.
$599 Canadian dollars.
Canadian dollars, yeah.
Okay, then they showed off the Order 1886.
Which looked pretty cool.
It looked alright.
Kind of not my jam, but it looked like the revival of the survival horror game.
It looked to me like a cover-based. It looked to me like somebody watched Chrono Crusade and was like, "Man, if this was less dramatic and had like terrible main characters, let's go for it." Oh well, I'll have to see how it plays. Maybe there'll be a demo eventually.
Hopefully they develop it more.
Yeah, I'm more excited about the next thing on the list.
Entwined?
Yeah!
That looks sweet! And it's available now on PS4.
I know.
Yeah, that comes out
I'm
probably going to take a look at it because that looks pretty sweet. I'm into
$10
little games like that.
We're getting that on Vita and PS3. It's like I'm already gonna buy this. Thank you.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! This looks. I mean, it's about a bird and a fish who can't be together.
Oh yes,
A Romeo and Juliet kind of story.
Yeah.
It's based off of that's a Chinese fable if I remember correctly.
Or Chinese fable.
Yeah. But I like narrative games like that, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play this. Then they went to Infamous First Light, which standalone DLC. I might, if I had a PS4.
I dabbled in Infamous 1 in a demo. I haven't really gotten into that series. I think I have Infamous 1 and 2 between Outage Mea Culpas and Plus.
Yeah, I own those too. And I was playing through Infamous, and I was like, you know what? Then I played a little bit of Infamous 2, and I was like, okay, Infamous 2 is a much better game than Infamous 1, gameplay-wise.
Well,
Haven't
that's the way it should be, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Learning
Played
lessons.
second one yet.
I mean, if the sequel is worse gameplay-wise than the original, then you got a problem.
Right, but
Yeah,
it sounds like something I would look at if I had a PS4, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here. I like the idea of the standalone DLC because at least the main character doesn't look like a complete dick.
Now, you don't... Let's see. Yeah. So none of us have a PS4 as of yet. Adam, you have an Xbone, don't you?
I do have an Xbone.
And Wii U.
And
We all
a
have
Wii U,
Wii
yeah.
U.
Of course.
Just making sure
Oh,
we're
yeah.
on the same. Yeah. But after Infamous First Light,
Out
the
of
game that
fucking
has put
nowhere.
me over the top in getting a PS4.
Yeah.
Little Big Planet 3.
Not by Media Molecule.
No.
I like how they...
I heard.
Yeah. What?
I like how they just presented it. They're just like, hi.
Hi, we have Little Big Planet 3.
And it looks like they fixed the physics because Media Molecule can't program physics worth shit. This looks closer to the Vita version in terms that the physics are a little bit better. I'm like, yes, finally! And the multiple characters!
Yeah, I'd suck.
Looks good.
Looks like some sort of or something.
He looks like Bunchy.
Yeah,
that's what he makes me think of.
Wall jump and it's faster. Then there's Toggle, who's got strength, but this big character can shrink into this little character. And he can fit through small gaps. And then you have Swoop, the bird, who can fly. And
he can carry the game. He can take your friends that suck and carry them along.
Yeah. And you can play all previous user-created levels. And it's coming.
Is that just LBP 2, or is that all the way back to the original Little Big Planet?
All the way back.
I thought it was 2. Nice.
So all those versions of World 1-1.
Don't spoil the podcast.
Yeah. Then they showed Bloodborne from Software. I think this was originally known as Project Beast or something like that.
It's Von Helsing Souls.
Yeah. Yeah, these are the original creators of Demon Souls.
And yeah, I'll have to try it at some point.
Yeah.
I'm happy with Monster Hunter currently, so one or two of those at a time.
Then they showed off some more Far Cry 4. And apparently you can invite PSN friends to join you, even if they don't have the game.
That's kind of cool.
All I have to say about that right now is just elephants of death. I just like it. Like, you start firing guns, the elephants get spooked and just start attacking all of your enemies. That was awesome.
Episode 35B, Elephants of Death.
Oh, man. Although I did hear that there are some people who are concerned because apparently the villain in this, that Kefka-esque villain, may also be gay, and the LGBT community is already upset.
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, guys, get over it. Thank you. Okay.
It's either this, or it's PETA, or it's Jack Thompson. Just can't get a break.
When is Jack Thompson going to come out of the closet?
With the Far Cry 4 villain.
Oh, man. He's going to come out of the closet and be like, this is my boyfriend, Michael Pachter? And we'll be like,
oh. Ooh.
I'm right.
Who are you going to pair Jeff Keighley with?
Jeff Keighley. Oh, yes, that actually works.
Okay, moving on to Dead Island 2. Crazy trailer.
That trailer was crazy.
This guy jogging and all of the zombie madness happening behind him, and then he starts to turn himself.
Yeah, because he had that bite. He was just like, this is my last run. And I was like, this trailer is most likely, considering how I've tried Dead Island, this trailer is already better than the game.
Yeah, for sure. I wonder if they're just kind of trying to take it into a different direction, away from the serious nature of the original Dead Island, and trying to make it something a bit more zany.
Yeah.
Kind of like Sunset Overdrive-ish.
Or
not really Sunset Overdrive.
Saints Row. It's Saints Row with zombies.
Saints Row with zombies.
In it.
I like the sound of that.
Made a Saints Row with zombies in it.
That might be the only way to get me to play. That would be the only Saints Row I wouldn't play, something with zombies in it. I'm going to be honest with you. I started to get tired of the zombie theme.
Huh. I'm just watching what's being typed there. It's great. Oh, man. Speaking of zombies and the infected, they also announced, like, what was it, like the Last of Us themed dungeon in Diablo 3?
Oh, yeah. There's that, too.
Interesting. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh, Dead Island 2 30-day exclusive beta, exclusive class, and level. Yeah, Sony just doling out the exclusives.
Sony's always doled out the exclusives, though. It's been that way for a while.
Yeah.
As someone who has gone Xbox over PlayStation for the last 2 generations, it's kind of like, okay, Microsoft, are you going to do something about this? Are you going to do something about this? And they don't.
Oh shit! I think there's a blue light on my 3DS XL. Terrifying. Okay.
There's a blue light on my 3DS XL, but it's not the Spot Pass light.
Huh. Oh no, the Spot Pass light went off on mine, so I'm worried that. Well, I just finished up all the puzzles.
Yeah. Let me just take mine out. My 3DSs out of my pocket. Live check.
I don't have pockets because I'm not wearing pants.
Ooh.
Anyways.
And if you're listening to this later on, we do have the cameras on.
Don't worry. Coffee.
So, Last of Us themed dungeon in Diablo 3. Battlefield Hardline has a console exclusive beta.
That was nothing new. They announced it at the E3 conference.
Yeah. EA conference. Yeah.
They did have the new trailer, but it was practically just the same gameplay that we saw from the EA conference as well.
Yeah. Disney Infinity. Hulk is exclusive to PlayStation platforms.
Hulk smash!
It's like, what is my secret?
I don't know how that's gonna work since it's a figure, unless it's gonna be exclusively bundled in the starter kits and not sold separately or something like that.
That's probably it. That is probably it.
It would suck.
Yeah, so I may be going. PS4 with Infinity 2. But then again, Nintendo also announced something interesting we'll talk about later.
Oh, yeah.
But Destiny has exclusive in-game content. Paradox Interactive, all their studios are working on PS4 titles, and they showed off Magicka 2 with a user-created open world.
So,
Grim Fandango.
Oh, yes, Grim Fandango. I was going to say, I've never played Magicka 1. I don't think any of us actually.
And then they made Magicka Vietnam for some reason.
Yeah.
What about Magicka Dispel? You could, like, work on stealing that #1 dime. Yeah.
Learn to spell again.
Grim Fandango remastered exclusively to PS4 and Vita.
I never played the original Grim Fandango, but after seeing the reaction to this, I might have to play it.
Yeah.
Sarah was all like, This is the only reason we kept a PC on Windows 98 for the longest time because of this game. Because apparently, outside of it hardly works on emulators. So the fact that they're doing this is apparently a huge fucking deal. I've never played Grim Fandango myself, so I'm just like, when they were like, "Let's talk about Tim Safer," I'm like, "Are you finally going to give us a Psychonauts remake?" And no, Grim Fandango is just as good though. So. I guess.
I mean,
I have to buy it.
not Jim Schafer, but Sally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But no, I admire your resiliency for keeping a PC on Windows 98 that long.
Well,
because
it
we
was
all know how Windows 98 was.
Man, Windows 98 worked though. It's secure. You know, most government stuff's on Windows 98 still.
Yeah. Moving on.
If I had to choose, would have gone 2000, but whatever.
Yeah.
Moving on. Devolver Digital, with a few games that debut exclusive on PlayStation platforms. Broforce, Titan Souls,
buying it.
Not a Hero,
Buying it.
Hotline Miami 2, Wrong Number.
If I could pre-order it, I would have already bought it.
And the Talos Principle.
I don't know.
They all look awesome.
But yeah, I think
Hotline
for
Miami,
all
yeah.
PS4 and Vita cross-buy, Hotline Miami 2 is also PS3.
Yeah.
And then they showed off Suda51's PS4 exclusive, Let It Die.
Which
Let
looks
it
like a
die,
Suda51
Let
game.
It Die.
It's exactly what I would expect to come on a Suda51.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Suda-ass Suda game.
We'll have to see how that. Yeah.
A Suda-ass Suda game.
Abzu. This is from the guy who was the art director on Journey. And his studio, Giant Squid. Looks interesting.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
No Man's Sky.
Now that
Hello
looks sweet.
Hello.
That's the whole concept.
Everything about that was just like, okay, that's why I have to get a PS4 probably this year or early next year because of No Man's Sky.
I kind of think of it as like. I kind of think of it as like Starbound, but without building in 3D and online.
Yeah. I like the idea of it's kind of like I like Proteus because I like procedurally generated worlds, but the idea like you're on this procedurally generated world, you get into your spaceship, you fly off to another fucking planet, and you can land on it. I'm just like.
And then just Starfleet Armadas come out of nowhere.
Yeah. Then came Sean Layden, the new head of Sony Computer Entertainment America. Just various housekeeping type stuff. Mentioned PlayStation Camera and Morpheus. I thought that would have been the perfect opportunity to say, hey, we're now going to put the camera in the box, and the price is still $399.
That would have been nice.
But
that would have been so nice.
I heard some comments of that from IGN. I can't remember exactly what they said about it. It was just hilarious. It's just how they stuff a PlayStation Eye camera into a PS4 box.
But I did see somewhere there someone selling them for $50 right now. So I might go ahead and get one, even though I don't have a PS4 yet.
Oh, the adapt. Oh, never mind. We'll get to that later. But yeah,
then they talked about PSN sharing experiences, YouTube coming later this year, interactivity with Ustream and Twitch, free Playroom DLC, and 25 plus free-to-play games in the next 12 months.
It's like it's funny thinking about the FTP trails, like a little footnote at the bottom that fees may apply.
Yeah, but
I don't know, free to play.
They're bringing
Makes me
back
want to stab my
Pain.
eyes out.
Why?
Ugh.
That
I don't
sounds
know.
painful.
Yeah.
Free to play stuff just makes me want to stab someone.
Well, if
If
done right,
depending,
it's
yeah,
fun.
unless it's done right.
Free-to-play games could eventually cost you more than an actual retail game. Just put
True.
it that way.
Oh yeah,
I've seen it.
me too. Vita. Didn't
Wait.
say
You
much about.
didn't mention about the PlayStation
Oh,
Now.
PlayStation Now. Okay. Open beta is July 31st in North America on PS4, and then coming later to PS3 and Vita, and it's coming later this year on select Sony TVs.
Yeah.
Fuck
So,
PlayStation Now. Seriously, did you see the thing they didn't announce at that though afterwards, where they announced the prices for games? You pay for individual games, $2.99 a day.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
$9.99
kind
a
of
week.
on par. That's kind of on par with a video store to me, or up here
Yeah,
at
I'm
least.
just like,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
You know, You know what? I wish that if you own it, or at least if you own a digital copy of it, it's yours.
They should have done that. I
Well-
wanted it to be Netflix for games, and it's not Netflix for games. It's fucking GameFly for games. We already have GameFly for games.
Yeah, it's digital
Yeah,
GameFly.
To me, it's going to be like on live. It's going to be like, oh, this is great. It's going to work well for an hour, and then my ISP will kick in and be like, oh, there's a lot of data coming through this port, and throttle it. It will just not work.
I was just like, oh man, when they announced this, it sounded so interesting, and then they didn't keep in like latency. I was talking about latency with someone else
Professor
on.
Latency.
Yes, Professor Latency. This reminds me of a throttle. Let's get to Vita.
What on the Vita? That's the question. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not much mentioned about Vita. They mentioned Tales of Hearts R, Child of Light, Tales from the Borderlands, and Minecraft. And then after the event, they had a trailer on YouTube, and Adam made a list of games on the sizzle reel. Minecraft Vita Edition.
Oh, it's not a Vita. It's not Vita edition. It's the console edition.
But this is the thing. This is the thing I'm worried about because, of course, here's the thing. Sony dedicated almost no time to the Vita.
Yeah.
They rebranded Vita TV to PlayStation TV. And if you look at that list of games, how many of them are first-party games?
Yeah.
None.
Yeah,
It's
but
all-
the list here: Minecraft, Velocity, Freedom Wars, Mech Runner, Akiba Strip, Child of Light, Fly Hunters Origins, Counter Spy, Race the Sun, Senran Kagura Bon Appetit, One Way Trip, Drifter,
Bon appetit.
Walking Dead Season 2, Metrico, Drive to Leave, Don't Starve, Switch Galaxy Ultra, Reaper, Helldivers, Comic Star Heroine, La Mulana, Futuridium, Home, Forma 8, and Tales of Hearts R. And you also have here, not on the sizzle reel, Disgaea 4, Hyperdimension Neptunian Rebirth, Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, Hatsune Miku Project Diva F2nd, Tales from the Borderlands, and Senran Kaguri Shinobi Versus, whatever that is.
See,
Oh, it's
that's the thing. When you look at the list, too, it's all either A, games that are going to be multi-platform, B, actually, I'm not sure Walking Dead Season 2, is that on another platform as well?
yeah, it's on
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's on
multi-platform.
It's on all the
They're-
consoles.
They're either known games that are also on other consoles, or they're niche Japanese titles.
Yeah.
Animal
That's-
Random
title.
games. But then again, that goes under games that are on other platforms.
It's like, there's games on that list I'm obviously going to get. Tales of Hearts R is going to be in there. Danganronpa is going to be in there. Disgaea 4, and my gosh, you've heard me talk about Project Diva F. You know, F2nd's coming for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, someone that doesn't have a Vita, they're not going to be any more compelled to buy one. What's Sony doing for this? Nothing. There's no presence from this from Sony.
Yeah. So is Vita on its way out?
I have to say we give it till next year because there's still some third-party support in there. It's just that the kind of titles coming out
Yeah.
aren't that great. I mean,
internet
aren't
is
that great, but I mean, they're not titles that you would expect to garner a large Western audience.
anyway. Adam, you hinted at this PlayStation TV. It's not Vita TV here in the States. It's PlayStation TV. Remote play. It's like it's TV streaming. PlayStation Now, as well as Vita, PlayStation 1, PlayStation. Yeah, all essentially select stuff Vita can run, including PlayStation 1. I think they said PSP. Disney Infinity coming out for Vita and PlayStation TV next year. And this is going to be available for $99 or a $139 bundle with a controller, memory card, and a code for Lego the Movie the Game. Because everything is awesome.
Spaceship!
Everything is awesome! For some reason, he mentioned Vib Ribbon.
I wouldn't read too much into that. I don't know I don't know. That's about as much as I got. Just a Vib Ribbon mention as far as
I mean, no, we're bringing it back, or even it's coming to PSN. The original's coming to PSN as a PlayStation Classic. No, nothing. Mortal Kombat X.
Fight.
Yeah, I think that's a must get for me.
My goodness,
the character design get worse.
I feel like Mortal Kombat is going to usher in a new era
of violence.
Yeah, that looked absolutely gruesome. I'm going to tell you, Mortal Kombat living up to its name and controversy right there. But I mean, it looks great.
Mm-hmm. It'll be an interesting game. I think it'll be fun. But I think the character design for Mortal Kombat peaked at Mortal Kombat 2. Everything past Mortal Kombat 2, the character design just got worse and worse and worse. I mean, they might as well have been designed by Nomura. I'm surprised they're not adding belt buckles to Scorpion now. But
Kingdom
the fatality.
Still no blue lights on my 3DSs, by the way.
Huh.
Kingdom Combat. Scorpion, VGCW champion.
And then they announced an exclusive original series, Powers, based on the comic written by Brian Michael Bendis, who kind of looks like the Kingpin.
Yeah, he kind of does. Oh my god.
But that's coming in December. First episode is for free, and if you have Plus, the whole series is free.
Yawn.
Weird.
I don't know. I'd give it a shot. It's free.
I am pirating the comic right now.
Okay.
I don't even get the comics out, is it?
Yeah. Ratchet and Clank the movie was shown. The game is going to be the first game is going to be reimagined for PS4, and both are coming the first half of next year.
It makes me think of like Peabody and Mr. Sherman or Astro Boy, and okay, Astro Boy wasn't that bad, dude. Neither was Peabody and Sherman.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this will be fun for the kids, and yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, it's like, oh, so this is where all the sports and TV talk from the Microsoft conferences of years past went to.
Yeah.
Hehe.
Last of Us remastered for PS4 coming July 29th. They showed off Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
Wait. Let's go back to Last of Us remaster, and I want to say, like, I don't own the game yet, and I already knew some of those plot points, but I had to move my computer away because I was like, you know what? Fuck you guys and your spoilers. Really? You're gonna show off those parts of the game? No, those are big parts in the game. I'm surprised they did that, and it was just like, really? How much do you hate your fans who haven't bought that game yet, Sony? Seriously. Spoilers galore. Then it'd be like, hey, such and such person dies at the end of The Walking Dead. Clementine's not going to live through the second season. Ugh.
Clementine will remember this.
Oh, man, but no. But let's go back to Phantom Pain.
Lots of knives. I saw lots of knives in that trailer.
Okay.
Metal Gear Solid 5 is serious business. I am. Yeah.
I don't know. That series has never done it for me.
I just hope it doesn't end up being a Ground Zeroes.
Yeah. Now this is the game. Ground Zeroes is kind of what I called pre-LC.
Yeah, I think that. You know what? Maybe if it comes down a bunch in price just before Phantom Pain, I will pick it up. But nah.
And this is the part where Frank might decide to get a PS4. GTA 5 this fall.
They really touched it up graphic-wise.
Yeah, and you can transfer your GTA Online character in progress from PS3 or 360. And apparently this was also announced for Xbox and PC later.
Yeah, they did announce this for Xbox One and PC. So this isn't a PS4 exclusive.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
but it's probably better on PS4. I mean,
because quote unquote better than PS or better than on whatever, better on PS4.
Yeah.
Unless you own a good PC.
Yeah.
There you go, PC Master Race.
Batman Arkham Knight is getting exclusive missions.
Oh my goodness, that game looks awesome.
And they closed off with Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
See, and I called it Uncharted 4. We were going to see it. We were going to see that. Either that or The Last Guardian.
Yeah,
I was more backing on Uncharted 4.
Yeah, Last Guardian, there's still there was no mention of The Last Guardian, which, if it's not dead, Sony is doing a shitty job at proving that.
Yeah, it's becoming their Duke Nukem forever.
Yeah, I mean,
there was an
IGN report the other day saying it was canceled, and then Sony flat out denied it.
Yeah, it was announced in 2007.
Yeah.
It was shown in 2009.
I think Rock Band 4 is going to come out first.
At this point, the lifespan of the PS3 is almost done.
Yeah.
And this was announced early in the PS3's life cycle.
And it's the only game that guy's been working on for how many years now? Yeah,
so he's generated no revenue.
Is
since 2007.
Is he coding it all himself? Boy. Oh well.
He's coding it, he's designing it, he's promoting it all by himself.
He is the furry dragon.
Yes.
Thank you. So let's move on to Nintendo.
So yeah, those were my two disappointments of Sony's press conference. No Last Guardian and Little Vita news.
Okay, Nintendo kicked it off. Well, I like the whole clay animation press conference bit.
Oh. Yes. I'm surprised that I like Robot Chicken, so I'm okay.
Oh,
I like how Reggie torched the. I like how Reggie just decided to take matters into his own hands.
Yeah. But yeah, and then they went into a Miyamoto Iwata Reggie Iwata stare down.
Yeah, so this is why Iwata couldn't make it to E3.
Yeah, which led into the introduction of Mii's for Super Smash Brothers.
Ice-T.
Yeah, you can put in whoever the hell you want now.
We've got some Ice-T in my Smash.
Go make some Ridley Mii's.
Ridley. I've got a nice host of Mii's on my 3DS.
Yeah.
Nikki swaps punches. Yes.
And all the Nikki Mii's that are going to happen now.
Yeah.
You can finally.
And the Reggie Fils-Aimé Mii's.
Yeah, Reggie.
Oh man, you're gonna have Churchill versus Hitler. Oh man.
Just the possibilities.
Yeah.
And
that's what they're going. The possibilities, definitely. There are 3 different types of Mii fighters: brawler, sword fighter, and gunner, and they have customizable movesets. So essentially, you got a lot of different possibilities here.
Oh yeah.
And in the opening, that whole opening teaser, Iwata pulled out a Mario NFC figure, and he used it to beat Reggie. Reggie later said this is called an amiibo.
That's so weird. That is a weird name.
It's a take on ami, which is French for friend.
Ah.
I don't know where the bow came from.
No, amiibo, kind of like amigo.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, it's got two-way data using the NFC port. You can transfer the data from the figure to the Wii U and import data back to the figure. It works a lot like Skylanders and Disney Infinity. In fact, Reggie said some sort of exclusive tie-in with Skylanders and Disney Infinity.
Yeah. Swap Force and Infinity 2.0.
Yeah.
Because that's the Infinity that's coming out like later this year.
So
that would be really, really, really weird if like how it's gonna work with Mario Kart 8. If I can put Trigger Happy into Mario Kart 8, that's actually kind of great.
No, I don't think it's gonna go that way.
That would be way.
I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna work this
probably
out.
Gonna be more like put Yoshi in Skylanders or put Samus in Disney Infinity.
See, Mario Kart 8 though. I'm trying to think how they plan to integrate that. If it means that you could level up a character's general stats as compared to also having your kart stats and their base stats on top of that, I guess.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to putting the Animal Crossing villager or Link into Mario Kart. That's so weird.
Only for them to get stared down by Luigi.
Yeah.
Oh, I was watching Pat Bear doing a special online version of 404ing it, and the first thing he talked about was the Luigi Death Stare.
There's a whole subreddit dedicated to that.
Or youtube.com/PatBear.
So there's a whole subreddit dedicated to that, and if there's a whole subreddit dedicated to that, you know it's a thing on the internet.
Yeah, Pat Bear was even talking about how his local news was covering it. He's out of New York, so yeah, he had a clip from his local news talking about the Luigi Death Stare. So apparently that's news. But then they showed off. Oh, speaking of Amiibo, I believe after the show is announced, they're also going to use them for Mario Party 10.
Yep.
Yeah. Weird.
Which apparently that's a thing now.
Yup. There's a bunch of stuff they announced after it. Like I'm looking.
Yeah, and I got Joystick open. We'll go through that at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Especially teaser, major exclusive announced.
Oh yeah, the Devil's. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Devil something. Yoshi's Woolly World. It looks like Little Big Yoshi.
It looks
not a bad thing.
It looks pretty neat. Just think they spent way too much time talking about it.
I really, really loved Epic Yarn.
Yeah.
Really good game.
This looks cool.
This looks better than Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Story.
Yeah.
No crying baby Mario. I love the idea of using like the yarn in other places to unlock stuff. It's so weird. I'm just
there's a 2-player mode, and this is coming 2015. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
That one caught me off guard, and I think is an awesome idea.
Yeah, holiday 2014. They didn't say if that's a physical or a digital.
Probably digital.
Yeah, it's probably a digital, but they didn't say it.
Yeah.
Wait for adventure.
If it's a physical, it better not be a full price. Or they better make it worth a full price.
Oh, man. Hundreds of
it's probably either a digital or a budget title.
Mm-hmm.
But still, that's cool. Legend of Zelda. Apparently, Anuma says boundaries have been removed. Alex O'Neill on Twitter called it Zelda Skyrim, which I probably said, pass!
Elder Scrolls 6 Hyrule. That's what it is.
To be honest, though, it looks much better.
Thank you for ruining Zelda, Ayuma! Fuck you!
Huh. You know what? I actually like what they're doing here. Everything they showed was in-engine. And I like the idea. I like the original game because you could choose the level, how you go through these. This is closer to the original game in that, but in 3D. And I think that kind of like calling it the Elder Scrolls, I mean, Skyrim is really limited in comparison to, like, I'm looking at the first NES game, and this is just more of that. This is more kind of like they're trying to finally make the 3D games similar to the very first game or to A Link Between Worlds. If they can achieve that, that'd be amazing. But
why?
Because open world, like the first game and Link Between Worlds, are really good.
Yes. And what's wrong with that?
Yeah, no, nothing is wrong with that. They just decided to bring it into a 3D space.
Why mess with it? 3D Zelda sucks.
I'm just gonna put agree to disagree on that one.
Okay.
Retro gaming.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Crap.
Ooh.
I've used that before. I've used that before in Matt's presence.
Yeah.
So,
just the salt. I could taste the salt on my tongue.
Pokemon Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby coming November 21st.
Yeah, and there really wasn't much else that they added to that except for revealing the Mega Evolutions on the starter's second evolution, and for Groudon and Kyogre.
Yeah. Bayonetta 2 coming in October. Bayonetta 1 included, and apparently there's various Nintendo costumes for Bayonetta.
Which is kind of hilarious.
When did Bayonetta get so badass? That's what I want to know.
And somewhere Nabishin is drooling.
You want to touch me?
I'm surprised that they showed some of the content in there. You saw like the vagina mech, right?
Whoa, I didn't see that at all.
Okay, go back to that footage. There's like a thing with like a vagina as a face. I'm like, really?
It's like I didn't see it. I didn't see anyone commented on Twitter, so I think it kind of went over a lot of people's heads.
I was watching it.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just.
Hyrule Warriors. There's a 2-player mode. And Zelda, Impa, and Midna are among the multiple playable characters.
Get hype.
I like the idea of one person can just be playing it on the thing, and the other person will be playing it on the TV, and they just wander off in different areas.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Also, is
and this is coming September 26th.
Yeah, I'm ready for this.
Is your body is ready?
My body is ready for Hyrule Warriors.
Kirby and the Rainbow Curse.
Why is that 2015? It looks like they could just release it today. Yeah. Come on, guys.
I mean, this is a Wii U Kirby game where you use your use the gamepad to draw stuff for Kirby to go off on.
And the cool thing about it is,
wasn't there a DS?
Canvas Curse.
Yeah, it was Canvas Curse. That's the way I was thinking. It looked like a Canvas Curse.
Yeah, it is. It is a sequel to Canvas Curse.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing is, they can put Canvas Curse out on the Wii U Virtual Console right before this.
Yeah.
Other than that, I wasn't ready for another Kirby yet, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's why it's in 2015, I think.
Yeah. Mario Maker. Oh, oops. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Full name.
Right.
2015.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But I need to see more gameplay, to be honest.
Okay.
Mario Maker.
Ooh, everyone's going to be all over this.
Little Big Mario.
For some reason, I was expecting this to be like a Mario Maker is out today kind of thing, but no, I was wrong.
Yeah, next year you can create levels and toggle between classic style and New Super Mario U style. I wish there was some more choices there. Throw in Mario 3 style, throw in Mario World style.
I guess what it is that
SMB
and SMBU, SMB and NSMBU kind of both integrate into each other pretty well. I think when you go into the different styles, like with Super Mario Brothers 3 and with Super Mario World, then you have too many different you get into different variations of it. Mm-hmm. I think that's why they just kept it to the earliest and the latest.
Yeah. But yeah, they didn't mention much. I mean, I would imagine there would have to be some sharing, some shareable levels, I want to see them do something along the lines of a Little Big Planet with it.
I think what they'll do with that is you'll also be able to share those as QR codes. I'm gonna
that'd be cool.
I'm looking for the press release stuff yet. They haven't put up their press site.
Okay. Splatoon.
I'm kind of on the fence. It looks like
awesome.
An interesting idea, but I kind of I don't know.
8-player, 4-on-4, painting territory to win. You can convert to a squid form to swim faster in your color ink.
The online for that should be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had what looked like some sort of Zelda Kid Icarus crossover cartoon, and that's how it led into Palutena.
I love that they kept her character from the game during the entirety of that part. I was like, all right.
Kind of like this quirky character.
Yes. Also,
Palutena.
They had Viridia. Viridia.
I'm here to save you. I'm here to fight.
Then they had Viridia chime in near the end of that, which I was like, really?
I missed Viridia. I missed Viridia in that.
That was her voice near the end of it. She was talking, and then Dark Pit pops up, and they're like, so Dark Pit might be Pit's
a skin.
Yeah. It might be like a boss somewhere in one of these extra modes or whatever, or just an alternate skin for Pit.
Did you see all the extra modes that are on the 3DS game? Holy crap! Yeah.
And finally, Miyamoto saying something about doing games with the TV and gamepad.
Yep. In fact, right now he's probably showing that off because he had a thing at 12:40 their time. So let's see if we
12:40 that time. That's 3:40.
12:40 in Pacific time,
that's 3:40 here. That's
still 12:40 Pacific time is still 2 hours away.
Yeah.
12:40 in California. You're right. It's about an hour.
Okay. So moving on. I'm just going off of joystick and looking at some of the stuff that has been announced since the conference. Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright. Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, August 29th on 3DS.
Finally, I'm glad to have a release date for that.
Then Miyamoto title Project Giant Robot.
Yep.
And another Miyamoto title Project Guard.
It's still too much.
He's brought back Rob. Dual screen take on tower defense. Rob is an insane stressor, an unrelenting sneak that ruins your carefully laid security plan. Oh, so Rob is your adversary. Rob?
So weird.
Rob?
I'm looking at the
And of course, Miyamoto also showed off some Star Fox.
Help me, Fox! Yeah. Help me, Fox!
Right now I'm downloading the press kit stuff for this.
These apparently this all looks pretty basic, so not until next year at least. Level 5's RPG Fantasy Life coming to 3DS in North America October 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Art Academy coming to Wii U.
What is the date for that one?
I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay. Downloading the for that. Back to logo arts and screenshot.
eShop sometime this year.
I'm surprised.
New features taking advantage of the gamepad. You can record and playback artistic process and hang completed works in a digital gallery. You can share images on Miiverse. And this is different than the previously released Art Academy Sketchpad. Let's see. Mario Party 10 coming out next year. And the game apparently stars Bowser, and you can play as him using the gamepad against 4 friends. And it also uses Amiibo, as we said. In addition to the Bowser Party mode, there's also a classic Mario Party mode. Devil's Third, Itagaki's game, exclusive to Wii U. Who saw that coming?
Will it stay exclusive is the question.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who's publishing it.
Nintendo.
Then
it's not
then,
Ubisoft.
Yeah,
It'll say it's Nintendo published. But
it's Nintendo published. I was like,
I keep thinking if it's Ubisoft, it won't stay exclusive.
Oh, and Ubisoft didn't show anything for Wii U at their press conference.
They said Just Dance is going to be Wii U.
Oh, okay.
Mario vs. Donkey Kong coming to the eShop. Wii U eShop.
I want a Mario vs. Donkey Kong that plays like the original Mario vs. Donkey Kong, aka Donkey Kong 94. Not this tap mini Marios to go around crap.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The GameCube controller adapter, $19.99.
Nice.
And also a Smash Brothers Edition GameCube controller, $29.99.
Well, I still got my GameCube controller, so I'm all set. Just get the adapter. And
yeah, but a Smash Brothers controller, I may just have to get one anyway.
Yeah. Yep.
But also a bundle with a controller and Super Smash Brothers for Wii U bundle coming with a controller and an adapter for $99.99. I may get. Then again, I learned my lessons about pre-ordering physical copies from online retailers.
Yeah.
Like Toys R Us. Oh wait, online retailers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's ToysRUs.com. But yeah, between a week shipping delay and then the game not even working by the time I got it, at least our local Toys R Us was able to help me, and I am good to go.
In Canada, there's no such thing as release day shipping, as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
If you want it released, you're either going out to a store or you're buying it digitally.
Yeah. Some more on Amiibos.
They were looking. I think they mentioned they were going to make an adapter for the 3DS for Amiibo.
First series is roughly 10 figures, debuting with Super Smash Brothers for Wii U. Apparently, this is also going to have, besides Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, and Mario Party, Captain Toad, Treasure Tracker, and Yoshi's Woolly World will have Amiibo compatibility.
Yeah.
And they're planning a NFC reader writer for 3DS coming next year.
I'm looking at the amiibo stuff right now. Did anyone notice, like in the picture they were showing, that there's like Crom from Fire Emblem Awakening and the
I didn't
Game and
even
Watch
notice.
guy? Yeah, he's in there. There's Game and Watch. There's Isabelle, which there's some Animal Crossing stuff with amiibo.
Oh, I
So
noticed Isabel.
yeah, and Nook. And I'm looking at the press re yeah, yeah. So wait, yeah, that's Marth. That's not Crom, but that one is. Um, yeah, there's some Pikmin in there. Yeah, I'm looking at the press release for it right
Yeah.
now. Yeah,
And I think that's all I got. We got right now. So I guess that's it.
in about 30 minutes we'll have another thing where they're going to announce another game. Miyamoto has a little roundtable thing he's doing.
So
And
I
then
guess I'm gonna have to get the Nintendo's Twitch channel. So
Yeah.
anyway, um, this has been Hbomb and Friends. We're at Hbomb and Friends on Twitter. I'm at USFHbomb. Phil is at DMGIce. Adam is at Movie17. Um, um, Facebook.com/HBomb and Friends, YouTube.com/HBomb and Friends, Twitch.tv/HBomb and Friends, and I may be doing some more streaming soon. I did some streaming over the weekend with Retron 5. Well, by over the weekend, I mean Sunday, because most of the weekend I was without internet.
oh no,
Also, check out our friends DMGIce, Rational Passions, Fantastic Neighborhood, Gamecocks, Game Enthuse, 404ing it. Anyway, thank you, Phil.
Hey, you're welcome.
Thank you, Adam.
Do you want the
Anytime.
link to the press to the Nintendo Media site? Well, I'll give the stuff to you off the thing.
So, everything is fine.
Everything is awesome.
Titles. Okay.
But
Yeah, I didn't have a title section. I just went as we go. Yesterday, I missed R.I.P. Chuck.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck
So,
Gladys.
let's see. Elephants of Death. When is Jack Thompson coming out of the closet? Suda Ass Suda Game. Professor Latency. This reminds me of a throttle.
I don't have pockets because I'm not wearing pants.
I missed. He is the furry dragon. Somewhere Nabishin is drooling. The Elder Scrolls 6 Hyrule.
And
So,
am I downloading that one? Did I download that? Yeah, I did. Let's see. So, what should we do for the
H-Bomb and let's see. H-Bomb and Elephants of Death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Elephants of Death. It's pretty great.
Or when is Jack Thompson coming out of the closet?
He is the furry dragon.
Or he is a furry dragon.
Okay.
Either of those could do.
Okay. I love how Nintendo wants you to put like Bayonetta assets behind an age gate. I can't do an age gate with Flickr, so I don't know what
They
what
sure
they
as heck
expect me to
didn't do an age gate for their presentation. That's for sure.
Nah, because they tried to do their best not to show all of it.
I made a Saints Row with zombies in it. I forgot about that one.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty good one.
So, Furry Dragon or Saints Row with zombies?
Furry dragon.
Furry dragon.
Or, okay, Furry Dragon. He is the Furry Dragon.
Downloading this thing for Gunman Clive 2. And Final Fantasy Theatrhythm, Curtain Call.
Yay. Okay, so that's it. Thank you, guys. Oh, we got to do it. We got to do the...
Yeah, we do that.
Do the open. Okay. Who wants... I know. Who wants to say which part?
Let's see. I'm looking to see where was the one we're doing. I'll do the or he is a furry dragon one.
I've got Elephants of Death then.
Okay, then you're listening to Hbomb and Friends, episode 35B.
Hbomb and Elephants of Death.
Or he is the furry dragon.
Okay, thanks, guys.